Hey, Craig here from Foothill Communications in Pasadena, California. If you run a water park or honestly any outdoor venue where your staff gets drenched on the regular, picking the right radio is kind of a big deal. Wrong choice and you're dealing with frustrated staff or a walkie-talkie that gave up on life at the bottom of the lazy river. Today we're breaking down 5 solid radio options for you water park folk. We'll go through each one of them, we'll tell you what they're good at, what they're not, and stick around till the end because we're going to go through each one of them and match them with a use case that makes most sense for your operation. You're going to hear a term many times through this video, and that's IP rating. And in some cases, it's not that important when you're picking a radio, but in yours, if you're in the water park industry, it's essential. But IP stands for ingress protection. The first number, if it's, for instance, IP67, that 6 means it's dustproof. That's a good number to have, but in your case, the second number, let's say the 7 of 67, is even more important because that's how waterproof it will be. It can be immersed to up to 3 meters for well over 30 minutes, which means it can live at the deep end for a few minutes while you're dealing with business before you have to get back in and grab the radio. First up, the Motorola EVX-S24. And before you look at this little thing and say, that's it, hear me out. This little radio packs a surprising punch for what it is. Well, it's IP67 rated, which we know is a good thing from what we said a moment ago. It's fully dustproof and water submersible. It's mil standard certified, which means it can handle shock, dust, vibration, extreme temperatures, the whole military checklist. So if that's important to you, check that box. It runs in both digital and analog modes, 3 watts in digital, 2 watts in analog. It's a great option if you've got a mixed fleet of radios or if you're transitioning from older equipment. In digital mode, you get noise cancellation for crisp audio, important when you've got a wave pool roaring in the background. The EVX-S24 is lightweight, rugged, very portable, easy to use, and supports 256 channels with 4 programmable buttons to handle any specific needs in your operation. The EVX-S24 is the most affordable of the group of radios we're going to talk about today. It's very rugged and lightweight, so it's not going to drag that bathing suit into the bottom of the deep end. Well, let's talk about some of the trade-offs of this radio. The battery life isn't bad. It's 12 hours in digital mode and 11 in analog, which is pretty good for a single shift, but if you work in long shifts, especially during the summer or doubling up on shifts, you're going to need some spare batteries for these radios. It's got an 8-character alphanumeric display, but functional? Yes. Flashy? No. All right, stepping it up, the MOTOTRBO R5. This is where Motorola starts flexing a bit. The R5 comes in display and non-display models, which are great options. But audio is really where the Motorola shines. It comes with AI-generated noise suppression, great audio quality, and is super loud for those noisy environments, especially by the water slide. Battery life in digital mode is excellent. It's listed at 32 hours, but in your use case, what that means is it'll last a whole shift without having to change batteries. And specific to your use case, it's IP67 rating with a rugged mil standard 810H rating, which is the latest military rating, so you know it's good stuff. One great feature of the R5 is right up here. It's got a dedicated emergency button, bright orange and right next to the antenna, so it's easy to find, especially in an emergency. And if you're a longtime radio user, you know it's right where you want it to be. Overall, though, the R5 is a premium radio with a lot of great features. If you're looking for Motorola reliability with great audio and impressive battery life, the R5 delivers. Okay, the MOTOTRBO R7. This is the top of the Motorola lineup, and it knows it. It's IP68 rated, has best-in-class noise suppression, noise cancellation, and audio quality, not to mention the loudness. Compared to other radios, the R7's got a huge display at 2.4 inches. It's color and offers 10 lines of text for your customization. Compared to the tiny little monochrome display on the R5, this is like looking at your smartphone. Bottom line, if you're looking for a top-tier radio with an IP68 rating and great sound quality that's super rugged, the R7's your radio. Now we're switching brands. Meet the Hytera HP7. Comes in 2 flavors. The HP702 with a basic display, and the HP782 with full color display. The HP7 is a great radio option for water parks. They're IP68 rated, Very slim in design, super lightweight, a great rugged option for the water park environment. The HP7 was one of the first to introduce AI noise suppression. Now, just like the Motorola radios we talked about a couple minutes ago, the HP7 also features an emergency trigger button, bright orange, right on the top where we need it to be. Now, for a less expensive option, but also feature-packed, we got the HP6. So, last up, the Hytera HP6 series. They come in display and non-display versions. Now, if the HP7 was Hytera's performance model, the HP6 is its everyday soldier. The HP6 is IP67 rated. It's thinner and lighter than the HP7. It features the same AI-based noise cancellation as the HP7 and has a great battery life that'll get you through your entire shift. While the HP6 is simple and easy to use, it doesn't offer as many features as the HP7, but it's still a great option for your needs. As promised, if you've stuck around this far, first of all, we appreciate it, but we're going to break down these radios we've talked about into basically 3 different tiers or 3 different categories for your specific use case. Now, for smaller fleets, smaller operations, we're looking at the EVX-S24. It's the cheapest radio, meaning less expensive, not as many features. It's the smallest radio we offer and the lightest, but still waterproof. So these are the radios we're issuing to your lifeguards who may end up in the water any given time of the day. Now I'm going to jump to the top tier of radios real quick, the Motorola R7 and the Hytera HP7. These are feature-rich top tier radios that are a little bigger, a little more expensive, a little heavier than some of the other ones we've talked about today. Management, we're looking at you. These radios are perfect for management and supervision. They're water rated. They'll give you all the features you need, but more importantly, you can have multiple channels programmed on that radio. So you can talk to your lifeguards, you can talk to security, you can talk to maintenance. You can also talk to your other managers without anybody else hearing you. Management and lifeguards, you've got your radios. Now we're going to go back to that middle tier of radios that are going to be perfect for your maintenance crews and security teams. They don't have all the features that the management radios have, but they're a little beefier than the lifeguard radios, so they can survive a good drop and the splash zone. That's our lineup, 5 radios, 3 use cases. Whatever your water park needs, there's something in there for you. Now, if you want to go deeper on any of these radios, reach out to us. We want to help you find the right fit. It's foothillcommunications.com.